Shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, of great millstone who teach root well, who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, the elect pushing this truth in all sincerity, the four quarters of the earth, and also the rest of the elect, the large multitude, women, men, children, that will be delivered from the perils of the end of this world, which is the end of an age. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Tobiah Yakwana coming at you with a quick lesson, Lord willing, it's edifying. All right, just rolling in the spirit. We'll start out Proverbs 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Right, you got the prophets out there right now pushing this wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, apostles and elders of great millstone on down, starting with apostle, our beloved apostle Tahar. Okay. It says, in the streets, okay, so out there, man, not behind, the computer screen, but out there on the highway, in the highways, in the byways, okay. It says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Right, simple ones, man, you Israelites out there that are not awakened to the fact that your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Lord's chosen people, man. You are the Israelites of the Holy Scriptures. The Lord's chosen, the apple of the Lord's eye. All right. It says, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And that's the vast majority of our people, man. Not wanting to come to the realization of who they really are, man. The Lord's chosen people, man. The Israelites, man. But we understand that that's how it is said to be. That's prophecy. That 2/3 of our people will not understand it. Let's grab Zechariah 13 and verse 8. All right. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein. And that land is talking about Israel, but Israel is a people before a place. Salakia. Yeah. Two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. That third is speaking of the elect, the remnant saved out of the nation of Israel. And so the Lord's not dealing with the heathen nations. He's not dealing with Edomites, Ishmaelites, Elamites, Moabites, Japhites. They're not going to be saved, man. He's only dealing with his people, the Israelites. And that's according to the scriptures, man. Let's see if we can find that, man, because the Lord has a favorite. He has a favorite. He has a favorite flower. All right. Let me see. This is Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 5 and verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth and of all the trees thereof. And people are likened to trees. It says, thou hast chosen the only, Salaki, thou hast chosen the one only vine. That vine is Israel. All right. Verse 24, and of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen the one pit. All right. And that pit is the land of Israel, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Right. So the Lord has favorites, man. He is likened the nations unto spittle, a drop that is from a bucket. You know, this is 2nd Ezra 5. Just checking notes real quick. Make sure. Yeah. So that. So let me go back over 2nd Ezra 5 and verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth and of all the trees. The Lord's favorite tree is the olive tree. Thereof thou hast chosen the one only vine, and of all lands of the whole world thou hast chosen the one pit, and that's Israel, and of all the flowers thereof one lily. So the Lord has many favorites, you know. So hey, let's continue on in Proverbs 1 and verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Right? You know, that's the prophets out there. The Lord is the Lord. The prophets are the prophets is the Lord's hand. That's the Lord stretching out his hand. But many of our people regard not the Lord. Man. What they do, they thumb the nose. They keep it moving down the street. They don't have any questions. Proverbs 1 and 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Right? Let's get the word reproof right there in the blue letter real quick. This is because hey, these scriptures are their life. Okay? And this is why we're supposed to be meditating, be constantly meditating on this word, man, washing ourselves in this word. This is Proverbs 1:25. Let's see, reproof. It says, it says, it looks like it's bear with me for a second. I'm trying to sound this out real quick. Reading this Assyrian. Dawa Kacha. Is that what it is? I think that's what, yeah. Dawa Kacha. Tawakacha, and it's correction, right? So when we out there on the highways and byways, telling people, our people, put down the pork and the lobster and the shrimp and all of that, what do? Um, they fan the hand, man. All right. Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Right. So that's kind of the point right there, man. We're going to mock and we're going to laugh at your calamity. Hey, which a lot of shit is going down in the world right now, man. You know, a lot of uproars of the people and weather patterns and earthquakes, you know. But people just, hey, the Lord got them blinded. Proverbs 127, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Listen to how that reads, man. That is so, man, if that don't shake you to your bones, man. I'll read it again, Proverbs 1 and 27. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. Whirlwind, that's fast, man. Everything you built wiped out. All this shit in Babylon, all this vanity through. And you sitting there trying to build something in a place that's being foreclosed on, man. That's about to be liquidated. Verse 28, then shall they call upon me. Yeah, so that's when our people going to be like, wait a second, what was the name? Yeah, what the blah, all these words. What's going to happen? It says, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Yeah, you're not going to know the name of the Lord, IUIC. You're going to seek the Lord in your desolation, in your fear, in the destruction to come. And you're going to, the Lord is going to not answer you. Why? Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. They despised all the correction. They didn't want to hear what the Lord had to say about how to get right, get back into good graces. All right, verse 31, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Right, so they're going to cleave to the idols and the little bullshit that they do. The witchcraft, you know, our people love that shit. Verse 32, Proverbs 1 and 32, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. And who's going to hearken? The elect. We spoke about that, Zechariah 13 and verse. Matter of fact, I don't think we finished out in verse who's going to be saved. You know, that's going to be, yeah, and these Edomites, man, they're going into slavery, man. I just want to make sure that that's, because they you know, well, fuck them. Zechariah 13 and 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire. Right, it's gonna be rough for the remnant, but hey, the Lord said He will bring us through that fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is my power. All right. So, Lord willing, that was edifying, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Shalom.